gravely shakes hands with the general as the royal party leads. The royal tournament royally opened.
May Day in Moscow improves in showmanship every year. Mass gaiety marks the occasion, and there are new transparent banners to honor Stalin and Voroshilov. Marshal Voroshilov himself canters up on a magnificent mount, and the huge array of Russia's armed might begins the great march through the Red Square. This year, there are new helmets, French fashion, for the Russian soldier, in which he seems rather unfamiliar. Picked squadrons of the Soviets' large air force flash overhead. Horse-drawn machine gun carriages like the old Troikas demonstrate that Russia still has a military use for the horse. But most interesting to the foreign attachés are the mechanical monsters, more land battleships and tanks, which fill the Red Square and in a triumphant burst of speed show how fast they can travel. The Japanese attaché looks on, and Voroshilov shakes hands with him and all of them. Then comes the gala part of the proceedings. Banners and floats fill the square. Stalin waves to his own garlanded picture, and another May Day passes in proletarian glory and Soviet splendor.